Okay, so here comes the last stage, and that is stage 5. Stage 5 of the skin for visible cues is going to be wrinkles or static wrinkles. So these are creases in the skin that stay even when you're expressionless. But now the loss of volume, elasticity, and collagen production is apparent. So this is where the eyelids are saggier, the lips are thinner, the neck is saggier and thin. It's more there's more creases in the neck potentially, and the slow the wound healing process is slower. So there's more potential chances of the skin being inflamed, being cracking open because there's not enough fatty acids in the skin. It's not moisturized enough, and there's more likely to be bruising. So if you do an invasive procedure such as laser or plastic surgery, microdermabrasion or microneedling, there is more chances of bruising, and the wound healing, the recovery stage is really important, because if it's not if your skin is not healing correctly and there's more chances of inflammation, then what happens is there's more chances of obvious scarring or hyperpigmentation that can happen. So you really have to emphasize post-care or post-procedural care by using ingredients that calm and soothe and help recover the skin a lot quicker. Now, although at this stage, the skin can actually have the most improvement by doing an acid peel or microdermabrasion or laser or plastic surgery, whatever, you do want to, if they're coming to you for something aggressive like acid peels, if they've never had a professional treatment before, if they've never used skincare before, their skin is going to be more sensitive and can be more reactive. So you can do a pinch test. And the pinch test basically gives you a snapshot of their skin. And one of the things that you can do is you can pinch the areas of the cheek or between the cheek and the jawline and the neck, and basically let go and see how fast their skin goes back to its original shape. That's the first one. The second one is you don't really do a pinch, but you kind of squeeze the skin together to see how dehydrated their skin is. If there's a lot of more crinkling of the skin, then you know their skin is really, really dry. And you can kind of go back and forth between kind of pressing your fingers on the skin, squeezing it a little bit together, and then stretching it out. Both that will also assess how stretchable their skin is, as well as how dehydrated or hydrated their skin is. You can also, after you've removed the makeup, you can also rub their cheeks slightly to see how fast their skin gets red or leaves a mark, because that also shows how thin their skin is and how reactive their skin is. So typically, with my experience, when you do that with someone who has ethnic skin, their skin is typically thicker, you're not going to see, it's very unlikely that when you do that you'll leave a mark or their skin starts to turn pink or red. But with someone who has fair skin and it's thin skin and you do that, that will tell you, you may not want to do an acid peel right away. You're going to have to work up to that by introducing a gentle enzymatic or a very low level exfoliant, and then have them take home a pre-treatment kit that will slowly lower their pH to prep their skin for a more invasive treatment. So I hope that gave you some ideas of where you are in the stages of the skin. Let me know in the comments what stage you think you are based on just some of these visible cues, and it gives you a better idea. It's still very general. I cannot be specific, otherwise it would just take forever. But I hope that you understood, just generally speaking, just what some things that you should be focusing on instead of doing something aggressive right away. In order to prevent premature aging of the skin, you can do something completely opposite. And if you are in stage 3, stage 4, or stage 5, and you want to know more about anti-aging tips, and catch that video right here, because remember, makeup is an art, skincare is a science. See you in the next video.